congregation on Chicago's west side knew they needed to change to better connect with the neighborhood. A suburban parish saw a chance to reach out to its Spanish-speaking neighbors. Both congregations found support from the Diocese of Chicago in the form of vitality grants. Now that mission is growing with a booming gospel choir, theater, and jazz offerings, and a budding outreach agenda. And that Spanish congregation in the suburbs is growing like so many others in the Diocese of Chicago, and now its leadership is considering adding a second service. As your bishop, it's my pleasure and duty to support congregations in their journey as thriving communities of faith. All across the diocese, congregations are reimagining what it means to be the church in the 21st century. The home base for this transformational work is St. James Commons. It's the place where we train clergy to be effective leaders in local congregations. It's the place where we celebrate major events in the life of the diocese. It's a place of outreach and evangelism. Here we interface in a very public way in the heart of the third largest city in the country with people who may or may not know a thing about the Episcopal Church. In April of 2013, we dedicated this newly renovated space as a symbol of the transformational work we're in. St. James Commons now opens its doors on public space that's fully accessible. The cross that greets people at the entrance desk, the welcome desk, tells the resurrection story in 9 different languages, many of which are spoken every Sunday morning in liturgies across the diocese. A professional-grade kitchen provides hot meals to the homeless and summer snacks to at-risk children. Light floods the Great Hall, and state-of-the-art technology delivers workshops and meetings here to all corners of the diocese. To make all of this possible in an act of faithful stewardship, your diocesan trustees funded this $12 million project by combining an $8 million capital campaign with self-financing from diocesan assets. Their faith was well placed, and by the end of 2012, we had met our fundraising goal of $8 million. Now, what was once a campaign for the Diocesan Center is all about vital ministry. Renamed Places of Grace and Gladness, a campaign for the Diocese of Chicago. Every dollar we raise goes to replenish those diocesan assets. The more we raise, the more becomes available as added support for congregations across our diocese, from Elgin to the Austin neighborhood of Chicago, from Peoria to Prospect Heights. In 2013, we distributed over $700,000 to congregations for vitality grants, emergency support, and leading-edge clergy training. I'd like to do more. Together, I believe we can do more. So I ask you to join me in supporting this campaign as generously as possible. In my 6 years as your bishop, I've worshiped with you in each of our congregations, and I know the strength and the joy that is among us. I've come to understand that part of what I do is to connect each congregation to the larger community that is the Episcopal Church. Your gift or pledge to this campaign is more than a symbol for that connection. It's a tool for building up the body of Christ in our communities. This is about all of us and the ministry we share. Imagine the difference we can make together. Thank you in advance for your prayerful consideration and your joyful response.